Hey you guys, it's Kristina Zias and we're on the set of Nickelodeon's new show, Henry Danger with Cooper. How's it going?
It's going well. Thanks for having me.
Henry Danger.
So Cooper, you are Captain Man, correct?
I am, yes.
Tell me all about your character.
My character is, he's a quirky guy. His name is Ray Manchester, and he's, I guess, a billionaire, like all superheroes.
Of course.
But secretly, like all superheroes, he fights crime at night. He's indestructible, but he can feel pain. So there's a lot of hilarious gags where I'm getting hit in the head with a bowling ball or a breakaway baseball bat, and then a few seconds later the pain's gone. So he can't be killed.
Okay.
But he needs help. He needs a sidekick, and that's what the show is about. It's all from the point of view of his sidekick Henry.
I'm gonna blow a bubble.
You're gonna blow a bubble?
I'm gonna blow your mind.
And then how do you choose Henry to be your sidekick?
It's kind of like Survivor. I put them all on an island, and then whichever one doesn't,
dangerous.
die, that one gets the job. No, I basically just it's seriously just like a series of interviews. I just interview people, and he just met he passed the test.
You met the standards. Does Henry have any superpowers as well?
Henry has no superpowers at all. He's kind of like Robin. I mean, he's just an 8th grader that I'm constantly putting in danger. So I'm kind of an irresponsible superhero.
Okay.
But the nice thing about Henry, and what I think is a cool thing about Henry Danger, is that it shows that any kid can be extraordinary.
Right,
I mean, he's just a regular kid. He's got no powers, but he's smart. He's quick on his feet. He's brave, and he's sensible, which kind of balances out Captain Man, because even though Captain Man is powerful and brave and all of that, he doesn't always make the best choices.
Okay.
And the show is called Henry Danger. It's not called Henry Safety.
Right.
And it's because I'm constantly just throwing this kid in situations he shouldn't be in.
So you're the irresponsible one of the two then?
I'm what's that?
The irresponsible one?
Not intentionally, but yeah. Captain Man often has an idea and runs with it, and it's not always the best idea. And Henry, I think, is a little bit more level-headed, and yeah.
Tell me about some of the adventures you get into, because we're on set right now and it looks a little trippy. Like, I feel like there's a lot going on here.
Yeah. I think we're actually right over the trap door. So
The trap door?
we might want to move, actually.
Wait, this is a trap door?
Under the couch, I think there's a trap door with alligators or sharks. It varies from day to day, so I'm not sure.
Oh my god!
There's
like Austin Powers, kind of.
Yeah, similar. Yeah, there's always like a dungeon full of sharks in a set like this.
Totally.
I haven't discovered it yet, but it's here somewhere. I'm sorry, what was your question?
We got distracted by sharks and trapdoors. I want to know about some adventures you guys get into, you and Henry Danger.
Okay, well, I can't give away too much, but week to week, there's going to be a lot of peril that I'm throwing the kid into.
Okay.
As I said before, I'm not the most responsible adult to be around, but he's going to be fighting criminals. He's going to be fighting space aliens, monsters. There's a lot of villains in Swellview, which is the city that we reside in, and so far the only heroes are me and Henry. We've got a lot on our plate, lot to handle. And on top of that, Henry has to tackle being an 8th grader. And I don't know about you, but 8th grade was like the worst period of my life. I mean, that in itself is a 24-hour job.
Totally. 8th grade could be pretty tough.
8th grade is rough. Like, really, like, compared to the crime fighting, 8th grade is actually much worse.
So do you help him with his homework too, and like getting girls, or how does that work?
Absolutely not.
No.
As soon as he gets there, I'm like, you're on the clock. Like, you got a test to study for? I don't care. Like, we got criminals to fight.
Are your criminals like people like on the street stealing supermarkets or robbing supermarkets or something like that, or is it like a Bigfoot type of thing?
Anybody that poses a threat to the citizens of Swellview, we go after. So if you're like a 2-bit criminal and you're trying to knock over a liquor store or something, we're going to go after you. If you're a space monster and you're going to suck people's brains out, you're also high on our priority list of people to stop.
And then do you, I know Henry's in disguise, but are you in disguise as well?
Yes, we both have pretty cool costumes.
Okay.
Our costume designer, Chris Dangle, who is amazing, just invented these amazing suits for us to wear, and yeah. They're pretty cool.
So when you're not saving the world from destruction, what are you doing?
What is Ray doing?
Yeah.
Ray is kind of obsessed with crime fighting and saving the world. But when he's not on the job, he eats a lot. He likes to eat. He does jazzercise, Pilates. He enjoys crossword puzzle.
Ray's very multifaceted.
But he's a quirky guy, and actually, it's kind of a learning experience for me finding out what this guy's into. But he's a weird dude, so nothing is off the table.
Do you find that are you a lot like your character?
Yes and no. I think if I had gone completely mad, and California, especially Los Angeles, will do that to a person.
Totally.
I'm sure working in this industry, if things don't work out for you in LA, you just turn into a nutcase.
Right.
And I think if I was left to my own devices and I lived in a subterranean basement like this for years, I would probably turn out a little bit like Ray. But
a little quirky and irresponsible.
a little quirky and odd, and if I had all these awesome toys, I would probably not be too far removed from Ray. Yeah.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this set right here. I mean, I know there's sharks swimming underneath us right now,
Yes,
but besides that, where are we?
We are in the Man Cave, which is my subterranean headquarters.
Okay.
It's located, I want to say it's like 2 or 3 miles under the earth. I don't know the exact depth.
Oh my
But
goodness.
we're directly underneath our cover story, kind of like our front.
Okay.
So that we can, for tax purposes, we can say, how we pay for all this stuff.
Right.
We have a store called Junk and Stuff, which is upstairs,
Okay.
which is a store that sells junk that nobody would ever want, and it's a very odd, quirky collectible store. And then there's a rickety elevator that shoots straight down to here. And every time Henry has to kind of check in, because this is a job for him.
Right.
He gets paid $9 an hour.
So he gets paid for this?
Yeah. Which is
Okay.
why, when he's here, I don't want to hear about your life
Right,
at home.
no.
We got to stop this criminal from shooting all these people.
Yeah, he's a working man.
Yeah, exactly. So he takes this rickety elevator straight down, and then it's the Man Cave. And we have every gadget that you could possibly imagine here. We have devices that erase your memory. We have devices that shoot laser beams into space. We have TVs that monitor everybody in Swellview, which is probably a huge violation of their civil rights.
Yeah.
But hey, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Totally. So you can monitor everyone and then erase their memory once they find out what you're doing.
So you understand.
I'm a superhero
Do you
too,
want a job?
apparently. Yes. Is Ray hiring?
Oh yeah, we're always hiring. Ray's really bad at keeping the identity a secret, actually, because there's several throughout the series. You'll see there's several people that work for him.
Okay.
There's all sorts of characters popping in that you're like, what is this person doing here? And they all have a task that they perform, but Henry's is by far the most important.
And then Cooper, if you could be one superhero other than your own character, who would you be?
Kid Danger, I guess. Henry Hart.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's got a lot of followers on Instagram, and that I think is the most important thing.
Okay, and when does the show start and where can they find you?
You should check out the show September 13th. That's a Saturday at 8 p.m. on Nickelodeon. Any kids watching should just bug their parents incessantly. Just refuse to do all chores until your parents turn on Henry Danger. Watch it.